Hi guys. Okay. You see the snowman is still there. Okay, I haven't moved him yet. I don't ever think about moving him until I go live out there. He is. He's just kind of hanging out. Okay. I want to say this, guys. You are not stuck. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm talking about. When I joined Scentsy, I was just selling like crazy. And it wasn't told to me until a little later that I could really go further with my Scentsy business. And how I could go further is by asking people to join my team. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to say or anything like that. But somebody helped me with sharing some things with the person that I brought into the room. And I listened, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is like so easy. I can totally do this. So I can totally share the experience, share the opportunity with somebody to start Scentsy and not just talk about all buying, selling, okay? So I promoted to director, guys, in exactly 90 days. And after I promoted to director in 90 days, like that is like so easy. And about maybe a total, maybe 17 months later, I promoted to to star director. I promoted to star director in 17 months. And I did that because I'm like, okay, when I go to reunion, it was convention back then. Like, okay, I don't want to walk across the stage a third time. No, yeah, a third time as a director. I want to walk across the stage as a star director. So I walked across the stage the first time as a director in 2010. Then I walked across the stage again in 2011 as a director. So the next time I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that again. So I made it a point to put it here. I put it here and like, okay, I don't want to do that again. So I promoted to star director in 17 months. And that all happened because of a fundraiser. And that fundraiser came because I saw somebody in the airport, and she's a consultant right now. Her name is Anita. I saw Anita in the airport, and I gave her a sample of blueberry cheesecake with my business card. And she said, well, our school is about to do a fundraiser. Can you help with that? I said, yes, I can. I can do a fundraiser. So I promoted to star director in 17 months. But let me say this, guys. As a director, I continue to get paid at title because the director numbers were easier for me because my team continued to grow. It was easier for me to meet those numbers. But when I promoted to star director, I did not get paid at title. I was a star director for about maybe, let's see, from 2011 to through 2017. That's what, 6 years. Yeah. So I was a star director for 6 years and I did not get paid at title. Did I get discouraged? Well, yeah, there were times that I did get discouraged because I want to promote to superstar director. It's the highest title with Scentsy. And well, like, how in the world do you jump from star director to superstar director and you're not even getting paid that title? Like, how in the world do you take that big leap? That's a big leap. So how do you do that? Well, one day I decided, and this day happened in December of 2016, I decided, I had a conversation with myself after being discouraged about what wasn't happening. And see, one thing I wasn't doing, I'm going to tell you guys what I was not doing, and the reason why I didn't get paid at title. I didn't get paid title 6 years as a star director. Like, okay, I was working events. I wasn't doing parties. I really wasn't even interested in doing parties. And because I wasn't interested in doing parties, I wasn't able to teach it. So if you're not doing something, it's hard to teach it if you're not doing something. And I was always told to be duplicatable. So working my events at the level that I was not duplicatable because everybody cannot afford to work events. Everybody cannot afford to pay the fees. Everybody cannot afford to invest in products. So that was not duplicatable, but I didn't know anything else. So therefore, people that I would get to join, people would join my team. I had no problem getting people to join my team, no problem. But the problem that I had was trying to help them launch their business. I didn't do that because I didn't know how. I did not know how. So sometimes it doesn't matter how long you've been in the business. There are things that we still don't know. You got to always be a student, because if you're not a student, you're not going to learn. You can't grow. So it wasn't until December of 2016 where I had to have a sit down talk with myself. Like, if you're going to grow in this business, there are things that you need to do differently. So let me tell you guys what I did. I sat down with myself. Not only that, I sat down with my family too. I said, look, I want to promote to superstar director. And when I did this in 2016, guys, I had no directors up under me. Okay? I had none. I had no directors under me at the time when I sat down and had this conversation with myself. So what I did, I reached out to other leaders to see what systems they had in place to promote to superstar director. Because I felt like there had to be some systems out there. So somebody directed me to a superstar director, and she shared with me her system. Her system was called Dash to Director. It was a 21-day program. So I used that program to help develop directors, future directors. In addition to that program, Cincy had an accelerated leadership program designed for directors and above. So in March of 2017, I opted into the program that Cincy had. Again, this program was called Accelerated Leadership. You had to be director above to get in the program. So it was a 3-month-long program. I opted into that program. And during this time of that program, let me tell you the requirements. I had to sell $2,000 every month. I had to also book 8 parties, and I had to recruit at least 2 people a month. 8 parties a month, 2 new team members, and 2,000 PRV. That's what I had to do to stay in the program. If I did not do those things, guys, they would have removed me from the program. So I was already doing these things anyway. So I knew it wasn't a problem to be in this program because I was doing that anyway. I entered the program so I can learn how to teach my team members how to do that. Like, I'm doing it, but I don't know how to show them how to do it. So that's why I entered the program. Right after that program ended, I decided to launch the Dash to Directors program that I had in place to try to develop my team members to promote to director. So I did that. So I promoted to superstar director in October, on October the 28th to be exact, at 9:30 p.m., which is on Saturday. I remember that day like it was yesterday, because it was that was something to promote to the highest title with Cincy. And all this happened because I wrote down what I wanted and I put a deadline on it. I knew that this was going to happen in 2017. I told my family, look, there are going to be some things around the house that's not going to get done. I need you guys to back me with this one. So I let them know what I was going to be doing, and I focused on that. I wrote it down, put a deadline on it, and I focused on that. So I got 2 new directors with the program that I put in place, and the other directors that I had, they re-promoted to director. So I got my 4 directors, and I promoted to superstar director during the year that I said I was going to do it. So I had no directors, and I promoted to the highest title with Cincy. So right now, you don't have to be a director right now, and you can totally do whatever you say you're going to do. But you got to first write it down and do the things that you know to do to get you there. So right now, we have a Rise to Success program that's in place right now. And I remember, let me say this too. When I promoted to superstar director, guys, which was in 2017, how about I did not get paid that title until, I think I started getting paid that title in May of 2020. That's a long time. So I went all of 18, all of 19, and part of 2020 not getting paid that title as superstar director. Did I get discouraged? No. Was I disappointed? Yes. But I didn't even know how to fix that. What happened when in 2020, I was forced to sit down and reevaluate my business because I was not able to work events anymore. So the pandemic made me sit down and reevaluate my business. And that's what I did. I reached out to people who were doing virtual things, and I developed 32 new things for me to do to invent myself. I reinvented myself in 2020. So I started getting paid at Title in May of 2020 as a superstar director, right in the midst of a pandemic, guys. So what I've got to say to you guys, you got to go in there and go at it. You got to jump on board with programs so you can position yourself to go to the next level, to rise to success. I didn't know anything about Rise to Success programs during that time. I was still trying to figure this thing out. Even now, since I've lost my job of almost 40 years, I got to figure it out because I got to replace income that I've lost. Here again, I'm at a loss. I didn't know what to do. So reaching out to other leaders and trying to figure things out, Teresa said, look, I've got a Rise to Success program. I want you over there so you can see how to work this. So it's amazing. And it's doing so well until we got team members who are looking to do it for the next several months out. So I would encourage you guys to figure out what it is that you want out of your business. Once you figure that out, what is your why? Once you figure out your why, then you can join us in these programs that we have, because there's so many programs out there, guys. It's just a matter of being committed, writing down your goal, being committed, and put a deadline on it. And you got to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your own way, because one thing I've learned, guys, there's always going to be something that's going to happen with us. Somebody's going to get sick. Something's going to happen to distract you. But you got to know what your goal is and be on a mission to accomplish that. Be on a mission. Do not allow anything to distract you at all, because you know you got to go over there and you got to hit that number, guys. I mean, you got to go. You know, you set it up, and you set it up with a date to end. So don't deviate from that. Don't quit. Don't get discouraged, because again, things will get in the way. They will. Things happen sometimes. But remember your why. What is your why? Why are you doing this? My why is to replace income that I've lost. That was not always my why, but that's my why now. Sometimes your why will change. So my why at the beginning, guys, is not my why now. My why at the beginning was to get discounts. Then later, my why was to supplement my income. Well, now I've got to have income replacement and my retirement. That's my why now. Your why is going to continuously change. If you want to go further in your business, guys, it's left up to you. You got to go get it, because the tools are there for us. We've been doing all the work trying to figure out this thing, and we're getting there. And I think this is the best we've ever done. So guys, roll your sleeves up and get ready. Roll your sleeves up and get ready, because there were times that I wanted to throw the kit out the window. But the problem was within me. It was with me the whole time, guys. So if you're not ready to figure this thing out, if you're not ready to set your goals so you can rise to success, I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. I don't have an answer for that. But if you're ready to go, guys, let's go. Let's do this. And you're not stuck. I thought I was stuck, guys, but you're not stuck. This is the time to take action. So are you ready to take action, guys? Are you ready to rise to success? Are you ready? That's what you got to ask yourself. That's what you got to ask yourself. Oh, I can't talk. That's what you got to ask yourself. Are you ready to rise to success? Okay, guys. Love you. Good night.